Hey everybody, this is going to be a tutorial on how to join your meetings for the summer learning program. We're going to be using a program called Microsoft Teams. Now, your teacher is most likely going to set the meetings up here, so you'll always be able to see them and you'll always know where they are. What's going to happen is they'll tell you when the meeting is going to occur, and they're going to have a link on here. So you can see here it says click for our meeting. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that meeting link. And when it first goes in, you're going to get one or two things. When it says open up in Microsoft Teams, that means the program. We don't actually have that, so just hit cancel. What we're going to do instead is we're going to join on the web. So click join on the web. Just in case, you might see a different kind of window pop up. You might get this window instead of the previous one. It's going to be the same thing. We're not going to download the app or anything. We are just going to continue on this browser, and then it's going to take you to the same window as the previous one. And the first thing you'll notice, you have to actually allow your microphone and camera. This is just a one-time deal that when you allow it, then you can use those things because remember this is a meeting. And there's you. Now, when you first go in, notice it kind of says join now. So I could put in my name and hit join now, but watch what happens. When I join now, when the meeting starts, we're going to let people know. So that means the teacher's not in yet. But I also want to show you this. See where it says sign in? We want you to sign in, not with that guest name, but with your actual DSBN username. Because when you do that, you're going to have access to a lot more tools that's going to make your meeting a lot more fun, and you'll be able to share your screen and things like that. So we're going to click sign in. And you're going to sign in with your account. So you'll have to type this in, your login at dsbn.students.org, and then you'll have to put in your password. Once you're signed in, it kind of looks the same, but your name is actually going to be occurring up there. This is just a test student, but that's how they get into the meeting. Now your teacher will probably talk about this ahead of time, but they'll tell you how you want to join. Now, right now you can see down here, there's the camera, and I can turn that off. And there's also the microphone. I might turn that off too. Sometimes your teacher might say, come in with the meeting first like this, and that's just going to help with internet speed to make sure everything's working. If not, then you'll leave them on. When I'm ready to go, I'm going to go hit join now. Now notice, no one's in here yet. So one thing I really want to point out is, if this happens and there could be an internet problem or something, remember, this isn't a free-for-all. This is under the DSBN account, and we want to make sure there's a teacher in here. So right now it doesn't look like there's a teacher in here. So if you ever see that happening, it might be a good idea just to hop off and then try again in a couple minutes. But it's going to be unlikely that's going to happen because we'll get a teacher in here now. There's a teacher in there, and they'll probably turn on their camera. There you go. There's my teacher for today's lesson. So you'll be able to see the other people in here, but I just want to show you a couple other things while we're here. There's going to be a couple features you can use in here. So this is your turn off camera, turn on camera again. So if I turn that on, then you're going to see there I am down there. And then we have the other options of raising your hand if you have a question, and your teacher will be able to see that. Over here is going to be the conversation. This is the little chat feature that you can also ask questions in. So if you have something to say, we can put that in there if it's about the lesson or whatever it is your teacher is showing you right there. And finally, there's going to be times where they're going to ask you to share your screen. So this button here, when I click the share screen, I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to share probably my desktop and my window. I'm going to share the entire screen. And now when I switch over, I'm showing my screen on the teacher's computer or whoever else is involved in there. When you're ready to stop sharing your screen, you just go down here and click Stop Sharing. That's going to take that away, and then you can click back over here on the meeting and get back into your meeting here. So just to show you what that looks like when you share your screen, right now you're looking at the teacher view, and I'm going to share my screen as that student. And here's what's happening to the teachers or the other classmate, depending on what it is. You are basically taking control of their screen because you're going to be showing something. So this could be, for instance, if I'm showing some of the math that I did, maybe you're talking about something that you created and you made. So this is how you share that screen. And then of course, you can see it on this screen as well. I'm going to go stop sharing, and it gives control back to that teacher, but of course the teacher can override that at any time, but they might ask you to share your screen. So that's what that looks like from that point of view. When the meeting is entirely done, then simply we're going to go here and we're going to click the red hang up button. When I click it, it ends the meeting. And that's how you join the Microsoft Teams meeting.